Someone here at regionals with the deck profile. This guy's Austin. He's using a Chainburn deck, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, show us.
Okay, so first monsters are
Flip it back. Flip it. Yeah, turn it this way.
3 Swift Scarecrow. It's a really good card. It gets over Solemn Warning, and it protects my life points, which I don't really have monsters or anything to do that, so this is one of the best ways. Next card is Meta Ion, the Time Lord. Its effect allows you to balance other monsters, and it protects it from being destroyed by battle. And it's awesome.
Yeah,
it even does burn damage. So, and this is the way to get over synchros. Anything that gets returned to the hand, this stops, or that wouldn't be able to get returned to the hand. This just stops. So, next I have my Lava Golem. It's another way to get over like synchros and stuff. Gets over big monsters, and it goes really well with burn cards like Magic Cylinder, because you could give this to your opponent. Magic Cylinder, they take 4,000 because of its effect too, and Magic Cylinder, and it's a really good card.
Broken.
Next monster I have is a Morphing Jar. Broken card. That's you.
Because you never have cards in your hand, huh?
Yeah, because this, you set all your cards anyway, so you almost never have anything in your hand, so you could just easily draw 5 cards, and +5, it's just amazing. And that's it for my monsters. So,
what's that, 7?
6 monsters.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing really too expensive either. So
if you had Maxis, you would use them, right?
I would side Maxis mainly because they're not good in the main deck. They're only really good against like plants. Other decks. Okay, the next cards are Pot of Duality.
Obviously.
Yeah, just searches. Really easy to set up plays with it. You don't special summon or anything, so it's just an awesome card. So have to have 3. It's required. Next card is 3 One Day of Peace.
Draw a card and you don't take damage.
Both players draw a card and no one takes damage until your next turn. It might seem counterintuitive because you want to do damage to the person, but if you have nothing else, this is really good. I mean, it protects your life points. It sets up plays again, just like Pot of Duality. And then spell card of the deck, Chain Strike. Well, the point of this deck is to make chains, and this, it does 400 damage for its chain link number. So play this, if you have 5 spells or traps set, and then you have this, you could activate them all, activate this, and it'll do 2,000 damage easily. And you have so many traps, you have 25 traps, so it's really good. Next card is a Thundershort.
Just as it.
It's a pretty good spell card. It does burn damage.
If you have an opponent in front of you, please raise your hand and call on a judge.
So that's 9 spells. So I'm gonna move on to traps now. Have my 3 Just Desserts.
500 for every monster.
Really good. It's trap form of Thundershort, and it's chainable. Really good. Next I have 3 Secret Barrel. It does 200 damage for every card on your opponent's field and in their hand. And use this after a Morphing Jar. It's really awesome. And it could easily do well over 2,000 damage. And it's chainable still. Next I have Dimension Wall. If your opponent attacks you directly, it acts sort of like...
It's the same thing as Magic Cylinder.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Magic Cylinder. It doesn't negate the attack, but it makes your opponent take the damage. So that's really good, and it protects your life points. And it's a burn card, so there you go. Magic Cylinder.
Same thing.
You can't know. It's Magic Cylinder. You have to know what it does. It just negates the attack, and your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. So it's a pretty good card. Then I run a lot of draw cards because this deck does a lot of. Yeah, you have to thin out the deck in order to play it consistently.
So that's what, 6?
And this was, here's 3 Legacy of the Yatagarasu. Draws you 1 card, but it's chainable and it's really good. Same thing with Jar of Greed.
Thins down the deck.
It thins the deck, chainable.
Same with Reckless.
Reckless Greed. Draw 2 cards, and if you could play 2 of them at a time, that's great. You get an awesome advantage and everything. And then Accumulated Fortune. This is the best drawing card. It allows you to, if it's at least a chain link 4 or higher, you can activate it, and then after this you draw 2 cards. So it's just awesome. And then that's it for my drawing cards. And then this is probably the best trap in the deck, Ojama Trio. With this card, your opponent gets
Locks down their monster zone.
3 tokens. It not only they can't tribute them, and if they're destroyed, they take 300 damage each. And
then
it's really good because you could use things like Just Desserts, Thunder Short, and Secret Barrel, and it does more damage because of Ojama Trio, and that's the best part about it. So that's my deck, and side deck and extra deck just protect me more. Chimera Tex.
Because you said Cyber Dragons.
Because I side. I'll show my side deck first. Let's see.
Just show the side.
2 Macrocosmos.
Yeah.
I use it against Dark World mainly, and you could use it against like plants and stuff, but Dark World is what I've used it against really.
You win?
Breakers. Destroy 1 spell trap. It gets over Royal Decree, which is a real problem for this deck, and it could run over a lot of other monsters. So, Cyber Dragon, pretty good card. Beer,
Sometimes
and
you just need monsters.
and it goes over. It really beats machine decks. That's why I run the Chimera Tex. And Kinetic Soldier. It goes against Hero decks and Sam's. It's pretty good. Stops Shien, which is a real problem. Lava Golem. Side 1 because 2 is too many for the main. I like 1 in the side. It's really good. Gorse. I only put it in against certain matchups. I don't like to main it.
Because there's so many traps.
Like, I think a lot of decks can get over Gorse. Certain decks it does really well against. Others, like plants, it wouldn't do very well against. And 3 MST. Royal Decree mainly, but a lot of other decks that use a lot of traps or anything, I can side into MSTs. It's really good. And then Skill Drains. I run 3 because it's chainable, and I don't run very many monsters, so the way it negates effects is really good, and
stops everything in the middle right now.
Yeah. And then onto my extra. 2 Chimera Tex. Cyber Dragon, might as well run it. I have space.
Here comes the broken stuff.
Okay, Steel Swarm Roach and Utopia. I can only get them with the breakers that I side in, which is sort of funny. And I just run them because I can. And then Formula Synchron. I just have it. XX Saber Gotems. Elemental Hero Gaia. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Too broken. You win with
Gachi Guntetsu. Number 17 Leviathan Dragon. And then Audrius and Tyrus.
Because they're too good.
You never know. You could get them, I guess, because I side Cybers, but just might as well. Nothing better to do. And then awesome tokens. And
you summon these, your opponent scoops. So it's too good.
Yeah, they're so awesome. But
yeah,
that's my deck profile.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching.